What is up, everyone? The Free Mic back at it again. Devlog number 5. It's going. Quite a lot of things happened since the last video a couple days ago. So the first major thing I guess I want to talk about is Lumen. So as I previously mentioned, I was using Lumen because it looks nice, even in a low res, low poly aesthetic and stuff. The way the light bounces off the wall, it creates something really cool. The problem is that not only is it pretty intensive on the resource, and I don't want to make my game like hard to run on PCs, you know. But more importantly, and I'm gonna show it in 1 second, is that I was keep having shimmering effect everywhere, especially on any type of moving light. So it was fine. So I guess I'm just gonna show it. So if I go in my post processing and I switch back to Lumen, so instantly, yeah, it looks nicer. We get that kind of wall bouncing stuff, light, and it creates, the lighting is great. But it does, because I put like a material that, you know, moves a bit to make it seem like it's on fire. It creates those watery shimmer thing, and the worst place, especially like if we go around here, like look at that here, it's really bad, and even it creates block like that, and that is just no. So it saddens me a bit, because yes, I really like, especially with warm light, it looks really good. But again, if you look at like a scene like that where it's just, it doesn't even look like it's, I know I'm making a blocky game with low res texture, but like those look like artifact. They don't look like anything that it's intended. So if I turn it off, instantly all of that shimmer go away. And especially in places like here, it barely makes a difference at all. Sure, here, yeah, it's not as like warm and cool. But thanks to, again, Halbot Studios channel that teach me a lot of cool thing, I think I still able to get away a bit by using a skylight. Where is it? Skylight. So if I turn it off, we see it's really harsh, the shadow and stuff, but with a skylight, kind of add a bit of natural light bouncing. I could color it or like orangey to get more, something closer to what we were getting with Lumen. But the thing is, here it, like, I guess I can show it a bit even, because definitely if I put the light color in more of a orangey tone, like that is really close from the Lumen. But here where the light is colder, it doesn't make as much sense, because we see a bit of like orange hue. It's not that bad, but I don't know, I prefer to keep it neutral for at least this room, since it's kind of shared and everything. Could maybe get a slight thin. There you go. So again, it's not as great looking, but it's really worth for the performance, and there's no more shimmering there, you know. Like it's because to get rid of the shimmering, you need to like really high up the quality of the shadows and everything, and then it end up being super like resource intensive. And I'm not, although I guess I want to point out too, remember in last episode how when I was going to full screen, the frame rate was terrible. I think I can even show it. So I get around 80, 70, like compared to like the 30 that I was getting. So I learned something cool. If you look here and you go to optimization view modes and like complexity, so here, everything, if you look at the grading, well, I guess my logo is hiding it a bit, but the wider it gets, everything was white, like blasting white. So I really kind of shrink the radius, and I bump the intensity of light, because otherwise it was just bad. It was just really bad. So again, and I changed the model for my lamp. They're more like a bit more traditional, still AI generated and painted over, but they fit a bit better, and they don't create those harsh shadows and whatnot. So that's mostly what I did here. So I just like improve. I spent a good amount of time like optimizing, trying to make it better. And yeah, so like that just makes me feel a bit more confident, because like, I mean, I was like, I cannot, not that I'm convinced that I'm going to ship that game one day, but if I do, I want it to run better. So that's what I did around here. That's about it. It kind of took me a while to really nail and get back to a certain decent look. But what I did, the other thing that I've been doing, and that's what we're going to keep doing today, is completely revamping the living room. It was the first room I started to work on, and a lot of it was like just trying with texturing and everything. And after working on like the kids' room and really finishing here, and even a good chunk of the basement, like when I was revisiting that room, like again, the bathroom I think is just good. It just like, it was my second room, but I really like the feel. I think I nailed it. I might add a few decals here and here, but that's about it. But the living room, it was like, it felt a bit out of place and everything. So completely revamped all of the things. I'm just gonna show maybe unlit a bit first to see. So completely redid the texturing. I got this cool asset like that, but I changed it completely, the color, and added a bit of like damage and grainy. It wasn't originally red. Same thing for that. It's just like it's one of the wall texture I have, and I just can really played with the color and all of that to make it matching. I redid a bunch of assets. Table is still need to, I don't know, maybe I just need to recolor it again, because sometimes AI really suck at coloring. I changed the door, and I'm probably going to change the one in the main hall to match it. I kind of really prefer this one. I think I need to pixelate maybe a bit the image, just a bit. I did a new TV unit thing, and I tried a couple way to light it properly, like with lighting material, but it was preventing me from putting decals on it and having it kind of make it seem like. So I did cut one of the light. I used to have two light, one for the decal, one for the TV and to project. But again, if I am trying to stay conscious about the optimization, and although it kind of looked cool a bit, the problem with lighting really seemed to be when there's multiple light that are falling off around the same place, and it needs to compute. So I'm probably gonna able to work around that when I learn how to bake lighting, but I tried so hard already, and it just doesn't work. I don't understand how to do it properly. It gives me really terrible result, and weird preview in the shadow, literally the word preview written in the shadow. So hopefully, again, Halbot Studio said that he was gonna make a tutorial in depth about lighting. I'm really eager to see that and learn from him. That's probably where I'm gonna be able to kind of go towards that. But yeah, for now, so I reskin a couple of things. It's hard to find the right level of pixelization, so it is all kind of consistent look. It's not that easy for real. I keep oscillating between resolutions, and even in the kind of PlayStation filter thing. So I need to add a lot of vertex jitter, because everything is super static here and kind of breaks the look a bit. So we're gonna do that as well. I'm just gonna need to redo a bunch of material. No, not redo, just relink, yes. Some materials. But I guess the most important thing that I just like have been not talking about is my fire. Look at that. It looks cool, right? I mean, I think it looks very good. I learned that on a random tutorial, but it's with the particle emitter system, and you can use like the built-in asset for their smoke too. We don't see it as much because it kind of goes into the model, but there is some actual smoke coming out, but it's going up. I could maybe try to modify it to go more like around the sides, I guess. And I have a light that is trying to imitate some variation in the brightness a bit. Again, it's far from perfect, but I think it's pretty good. So that's the new version of the room. I think it looks much better. I'm gonna add decals, and I'm not quite sure to which extent I want to go like hard on that damage. Like maybe I don't want it to be as damaged as the main hall, but maybe yes. So like I guess we'll keep working on that room for today. Yeah, so I want to keep adding a couple models here for sure. So yeah, I'm just always unsure about the pixelization amount that looks good. So it's here that I can figure it. I think that's too much. So maybe I think what I had was like 420. Because too low, it starts to look really bad when you're like too far, but then too high, it doesn't look pixelated enough. I think that's why I think 420 is like kind of good, because I want my fire to look pixelated. But the problem is that when I switch to, I got to be careful, because again, in the smaller screen, it doesn't look. I think that's a good middle ground. Also, something I keep not being sure is about the chromatic aberration. A lot of people hate that. Me, I kind of like that, but it adds a bit of fuzziness that I kind of like. Anyway, that's going to be option in settings for people to turn on and off, because I'm a huge believer. Me, I want all of the settings possible to be exposed to the user. The more setting there is, the better you can choose the way it looks like to a certain extent. Obviously, you want to keep the original intent, but if you want, I'm probably even gonna have an option to disable the whole post-processing completely, so it will look like that, more sharp and everything. Because people are allowed to have it do what they want. So yeah, very proud of my fire. Really like it. So I'm just gonna maybe, where's that light? I hate when I can't click on something like that, because it's in the middle of something else. Point light. Okay, let's start naming stuff. I'm not very good when I'm doing that. It's bad behavior, bad practice, really. Fireplace light. What about this one? Entrance light. This one is the couch light. These are the TV light. I'm gonna call it out because I have two. There's just instance where like pointing to like a light at the texture just gives better result than using emissive material. It's mostly in the TV case, I gotta say, but it is what it is. So TV light in. Okay. So that's clear. That's clear. What is that? Right. Okay. Floor. That's very boring. I'm sorry. Decals. That's fine. These are the lantern. I should attach the light. Should have made blueprints. I heard too. I don't know to which extent it's true. I guess we could test it out, but I heard that it's easier to manage the light if it's encapsulated in the blueprint. So let's try to make one actually, with the same thing. So lights. Let's make a new blueprint. Actor. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, industrial ceiling. I never remember how many L there is. Ceiling. Open that blueprint. Let's add a static mesh. Industry. This one. Okay. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Do I try to paint? I could try to paint the little glow, huh? While I'm at it. Although my technique of just having a light kind of works better. With just one light that is very close. I'll think about it after. So point light. Okay, just put that to candlers. Probably, I think it's on 0.5. I'm not even sure. The lights are really bright. I don't know why they're so bright all the time, but they are. Okay, so yeah, let's bring that down a lot. A bit more source radius. And that's pretty much it. I guess if I want to save time, I can put the material right away. No, Jesus, industrial. Oh, I can't type. What's going on? Rustic, then. I might have not called it anything. That's when I was not doing my... Like, that's bad then. It's going to be called texture 0. Which I have a bunch. No. Okay, wait a second. It's ceiling light. Okay, sorry. That's why I couldn't find it. All right. So let's compile and save. And just for fun, let's check the optimization stuff here. So I know I have a bit of red, but my frame rate is still, it's a very small room. It's still fine for that. But still, let's try to remove it and remove the light. Boom, and add the blueprint. Does it make a difference? It certainly doesn't. That light is so freaking big. Just want to see how it looks like that. It's a bit ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so let's shrink that quite a lot. Okay, so I can see a bunch of issues already. That's still way too bright. That's A. So 2. The radius needs to be a bit less intense, I guess. Like, I don't mind a bit of shadow like that. It's kind of cool. I can definitely drop that radius quite a lot. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if it makes a big difference, honestly. And it seems like it does, but I think it's because it's not bouncing on anything. And the radius is pretty low. Let's try with this one, I guess. So I'm just gonna copy and paste because I don't want to re-shrink it again. I think my radius is just a bit smaller than it was. Oh, so the difference is because I think I was using a spotlight in these, not a point light. That's the difference, right? Yeah, I'm an idiot. It's a spotlight. I don't know why I can't type today. Can't type. So that's gonna be absolutely insanely too hard. So let's see, one. Just needs to closer to the door. I'm not. Was it a spotlight? In this one, it is. But I feel like it wasn't in the other one. Do I prefer? Do I prefer that? I definitely need to fix the radius. Kind of like that, and. I'm confused now. You know what? Fuck it. Oh. So it was point line. I'm just gonna keep it like it was for now. I guess this one is fine. But for this one, you don't want to keep it like that. Okay. All of that was a bit irrelevant, ultimately. So maybe just this one. I still like to have a bigger radius. But that's where they start to freak out, the light. Again, when they touch, they don't like that. But a bit of red, I think, is fine. Again, my FPS is still pretty fine. So, sorry, it was a bit boring. Yeah, so, okay, cool. Let's switch screen. Sorry, I was trying to fix something. So, I've been getting some cool mounts. So, actually, we need to do this one. Because I think that's going to look very nice on the side of the fireplace. So, I already have one model, but I'm going to model this one as well. Yeah, the other one is like a monkey or something. It came out surprisingly well, honestly. So let me check. Did I already move the first one? I think I did. I like how again it's the type of case where AI distortion, let's call it like that, really works in our favor. So yeah, let's maybe you just make sure it's a bit simplified, because sometimes it tends to go all over. Let's extract that. Let's make sure I switch screen after that. Actually, so I just want to see. I think I did it this morning. Bottles. How did I call that? Trophy? No. I know I downloaded it for sure. Not found because I moved it, so that's it. I just can't recall the name I gave it. Hunting trophy, maybe? H? Fireplace trophy? No? That's a... because it's not in my download folder, so... Okay, no. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. No. It's okay. I'm gonna have to remodel it. But we're gonna start with this one. So just download it. So call it Deer Trophy. Let's copy and paste into its folder. I'm gonna start soon to have to because so I just have a model folder, but now I'm starting to have a lot of models. I think I'm gonna have to categorize them a bit better than that. Their trophy. Boom. It's just, I'm just gonna extract the texture. Unrelated, but I've been distracted a bit by Avowed. I've been playing Avowed since today. It's really good. If you're a fan of Obsidian RPGs, definitely recommend it. Trophy texture. Extract. So tired of extracting stuff. Literally half of the stuff I do, the workload. Memory. Deer trophy. Jeez. Okay. So let's bring that bad boy. Deer trophy. Okay, so yeah, I need to before I think I need to fix all the material so they're a bit more wobbly. So materials. Let's create new intents, especially for the walls. So I'm gonna call it this fabric, wood, walls, retro. Maybe I should put green in case because I have more than one color, and I'm probably gonna reuse this asset in a couple places. Yeah, so I just realized something though. For sure, when I do that, I do lose uh, bump mapping, right? Check it, but I think I do. Which is kind of fun, but I kind of like. Again, we only see it with the light, but creates that fake impression that it's. Well, I guess it's very light. There's a bit of texture. Does it though? Not even sure. Yeah, a bit, I think. Yeah. It's okay. Let's try it still. Okay, I think I did it twice. I don't know why. So let's unlit that. Is there a difference? Hmm. Yeah, it's light when there's really no edges like that. It's fine. But let's do it for that. Okay, no, wait. Let's be good and put that in walls. So I guess this one I don't need it. I think I did it twice. I'm confused. Okay, let's do the buffet. uh, is not right. That's the buffet texture. Is it the right one? Confusing. Oh, it's display cabinet. It's not buffet, you idiot. Whoopsies. That's why it was not working. Okay, so it happens. Sorry about that. So display. Yeah, that should be a bit better. because I changed my grid size because sometimes I feel like it's moving too much, but it really depends on the item. Because it's right here, I can change it. The grid is... is 0.5, but if I put it at 1, just to see the difference, is that sometimes it gets a bit much. But I guess it's a lot more seeable right now. I'll keep it at 1. It's because it depends. I feel like the other room was too much, but I need to bring that door a bit closer. Okay, I guess the door, I think it already has it, right? Yeah, it looks very wobbly. Okay. Let's do this thing. Okay, wait, so now I'm gonna put that in the buffet. So let's TV unit to retro mat. Okay, yeah, that's better. I think the couch has it. That also has it. The lamp has it. Just need to do it for the fireplace as well. Fireplace. Boom. Boom. Okay, now we go. Okay, cool. So that's done. Everything is shaking. That's cool. Okay, so let's add our little trophy. Sorry, meanwhile, I'm just gonna redo the other one because I guess I didn't do it properly. The little monkey. Okay, so let's go into our deer. I guess I'm gonna do the deer material first. Then I'm gonna have to probably texture it better and play with the texture. So deer trophy retro mat. Thank God for the search fox shit everywhere, though. It'd be so crazy if was it there? Okay, so let's put that in our deer trophy. Deer trophy. Okay. So it kind of has the right size right away. Sometimes they're like really too big or not enough, but this one seems pretty promising. Whoops. Wrong material. That's better. That looks kind of creepy as fuck. So I think I would just darken it a bit. Whoops. I mean, arguably, we're not gonna see it that much. Oh, yeah, I like that. like that a lot. I like that a lot. It looks so like undead on top of it. Good job, Beat. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna just work on the texture a bit, make it less like that. We can add you Fireplace as well. Huh? I might darken you out a bit. I mean, it's already dark, but it's just like, I don't know. That's probably the biggest downside of AI texturing. It tends to like wash out a bit of the detail and texture, so I like to add a bit of sharpening. Too much, but a bit like that, maybe. Okay, and that's gonna suck. I think it's mostly around here, but there's definitely some wraps of the texture. Because when you recolor, it works better when you don't sample per color. I can try it, but it does not always give good results at all. No, that's it. It's not gonna work. I think I'm just gonna try to darken it out a bit first. It's already better. And then I don't know, let me see how it looks like that. I'm just gonna pixelate a tad. Just a tad, like a 2 maybe. Two. 1.5. Just 1. I don't know. 2. Let's try with 2. Let's save. Flatten. Okay, that might be too much. A bit. That's why we gotta be very careful with the pixelization and the... Yeah, so no. I don't think I'm gonna pixelate it. Because sometimes with the PlayStation wobbles, it kind of moves the normal-ish. I don't know if that's exactly what it's doing, but that's what it looks like. I think that's good enough. I think that's good. Too dark, maybe? I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's just, yeah, that's it. On that side, it gets really, really black. But that's why the grid at 1, I think it's a bit much. I wish I could do it more per object. That's one of the first thing I learned. There might be better ways to do it. I'm gonna have to look into that for sure eventually. But it looks trashy, and that's fine. Yeah, maybe it's just a bit too dark. More like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's do the monkeys. Oh, I need to generate it. It's funny because if you look at the other screen, it generated the back of his head. It's creepy. And extract GLB. I think it looks cool. Should we make a third one maybe? So I got the bug key. Love it. Awesome, Peter. Let's give me another one. Me another one. Because I'm thinking maybe one above the fireplace and one on each side. Oh, that's nice. It's a bit angled. I don't know if Charlie's gonna be able to pull it off. Let's try it. That looks terrifying. I love that. Okay, let's just rename it quickly. The monkey trophy. Let's do the other one. Let's see how good it can, because it's really angled on one side, so let's see if it can pull it off. It might, like, it's kind of pretty good to like put symmetry, so like since we have a good profile from one angle, I think it's gonna be able to pull it off pretty okay-ish. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Pretty good. Actually looks kind of the dog in Resident Evil a bit, if I'm honest. Dope. Okay. So while that happened, let's switch back. Let's move this one. Move this one. Models. The monkey trophy. Because I'm waiting for the other one to be rendered, so I don't have to. So I can extract texture both at the same time. Come on, almost there. Okay, what does it look like? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Love it. Love it. Perfect. Download. So, dog, I guess. Huh? Dog trophy. What are you doing? New folder. Dog trophy. Yeah, trophy. Okay, let's just extract these textures. Again, I wish I didn't have to do that every time, but it's the only way that I can extract a texture and open it in my editing software. And monkey. Boom. Extract. Very, again, very convenient little website. Let's call image to stl.com. I don't know if one day I'm gonna buy WinRAR, but I don't think so. Dog trophy texture. Extract. Wonder if there's a better unzipping program than on WinRAR. It's not that great, honestly. Models. So this is the dog trophy. This is the monkey trophy. Monkey trophy. All right. So let's start with the monkeys. Yeah, I need to re-import them. What do you mean import them? Ah, because they have the same name, right? Did I do that for all of them? If I did, I'm a bit dumb. Oh, I always do that. Okay. Let's put the other one and then make the material after. Dog trophy. Yeah, it's fun because they really kind of all have the perfect size ish. Okay, this one's a bit big. Kind of. Maybe I'm gonna shrink it tad. Like that. Okay, so let's do the materials. We'll see if we need to fix the texture afterwards. So let's do the first one, dog trophy, retro matte. Let's duplicate that. And a monkey trophy, retro matte. To the dog. Go. Let's put it on the dog. And then the other one here. Monkey. That's pretty cool. This one is maybe a bit big. So yeah, wait. I think my, my animal size makes no sense. Although maybe I like that. Maybe I like that they're big. Maybe I'm gonna even like make this one bigger. Whoa. Bigger. I think I'm gonna put the dog on the other side after all and put the monkey above. But the monkey could be a bit smaller because it's, whoops. Because it's still a monkey. Like that. Sorry. Let's make a big dog. Okay, I now realize that nothing is centered and that like kind of bugs me a bit. Whoops. Maybe I should take everything at the same time, man. the light. No, the light again. We get the light. Where's the firelight? Fireplace light. Fireplace. And NS fire. Okay, let's move it like more like here. 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 That's much better. Okay, and how does it look like as is? I think it looks pretty cool. This one's a bit really dark, huh? Like it was barren almost. Okay, maybe let's try to figure it out a bit. So let's move them to their appropriate thing. So Bucky, roof, dog. Oh, let's also move the fireplace. Keep ordering our stuff. I guess I could also do for the chains. That's just material. Okay, so the monkey I think is the one we need to fix the most. Okay, how does that look? I'm confused with what? Okay, I think I didn't extract the texture properly. Yes. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we see a lot of black. It's mostly here, I think. The way it's mapped, it's hard to figure out, but let's try just to recolor. I think it's really all of that. And there might be sides, but I'm not sure where they are, but I think it's mostly over here. So let's just pen tool that shit. I'm doing it very grossly, you know. Just because I'm wondering, I don't necessarily want to do the whole half. I just want to. So like that, kind of. Okay, and let's try to recolor that. Something that's gonna match. So bring a bit of light as well. There we go. Kind of a matching brown. It's still very. It's a bit better, but it's still very. So let me maybe. Okay, sure, but maybe also. Kind of like that. Oh wait, I know what I did wrong here. Let's put that in overlays. Okay. That be normal, so now we can crank it. Whoop. Jeez, not too much, huh? Okay, so Yeah, it's because we get some noise because there's just nothing to see. Okay, fuck it, that's the best I can do. But let's maybe deselect everything and maybe sharpen the whole thing a tad. No, not that much. Kind of like that. Okay. And very, very, very little pixelization. Maybe 1. Maybe 2. Okay. Okay. That looks okay to me. Although maybe I will want to... Yeah, it's a bit better. It's still very doggy at the top. It's okay. Let's do our doggy dog. I think this I just want to kind of darken it a bit and sharpen it as well. Like that. Yeah, maybe a bit darker. See if it needs pixelization. But yeah, definitely. Whoops. What are you doing? No. What are you doing? Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's better. It's more sharp for sure. Yeah, I think the fireplace, I just want to darken it a tad. Like that. I want to sharpen it a bit, maybe. Okay, let's see how that look. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I want to soften the radius of the... Yeah, overall, I like the look. I like the look. Okay, I'm thinking maybe let's add some decals. I need to fix that table as well, though. Kind of looks like shit a bit. Let me just close the other ones. Yes, shape flatten. Shape flatten. Okay. This is a bit overly pixelated also, now I'm seeing it, but okay, so maybe I want to recolor the whole thing, honestly. Like darker, more brown. Not sure. It's just that wood looks so meh. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it for like that for now. It's just I would prefer it to match a bit of the other tones of woods. But it's fine. Let's so I made this decal. I modified this decal. Oh, I could definitely move it a bit better. And maybe scale it. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's much better. I'm able to take the cement crack and kind of color them to make them more matching that. That makes sense. About the floor, I think I'm gonna keep it just like very cracked here. What do we got in our decals? Yes, decals. It's because there's a way to trick this stuff up, so that's kind of a nice debris thing. I don't like the color though, but that can be changed. Except I'm not entirely sure how much I want to damage. Could scale the floor a tad. That's a bit better. Okay, let's add damage to. I guess it's the floor. I'm not sure if I want to add the same stuff as I did in the main hall. Not sure if I want a consistent look or if I want to kind of have different looks everywhere. I want damage, that's for sure. I'm just not sure how I want to approach that. That's it. The problem is it's a lot of concrete damage. So that's what I use. I kind of modify this one. This one I've been using a lot. Kind of like it, but although this one I could. How does it look on the ceiling? As is, I guess I need to flip it. It's always on the right, in the wrong direction. Alright, these are always a win though. I just add really good damage. Okay. I would need to make more crack decal for sure. But that's it. I've been trying to make my own with bump mapping, and I'm not there yet. I'm working on the technique, if I say so. Might be a bit of debris on the ground. Oh yeah, okay, that I like as well. Makes it seem like there was like holes. Okay, yeah, that's cool. What else do we got? Some debris. Isn't that the same debris? No, they're not exactly the same. They're quite similar, though. It's a matching set. Are they not the same? Okay, so maybe smaller. No, they're not the same. They're not same shaped. They are looking a bit similar. Why is it so Chinese compared to this one? Yeah, I get that from the front. I just don't. Is it some specular bullshit going on? Specular, yeah. No speculativeness, please. I think that's what was causing the issue, right? Whoops. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and I'm gonna turn it off for this one as well. Oh, this one's already turned off. That's why it's fine. Just don't know why this one looks suddenly so much darker. Maybe I do want it bigger a bit after all. Closer to that. But I'm gonna have to turn off the decals on a bunch of things though. Well, mostly that, I guess. It's touching a bit here, but that doesn't look bad. Okay. The only thing that bothers me is that I wish it was this. Now it looks very darker for some reason. It's because this one I didn't edit it. Okay. Yeah. So let's pixelate that a bit. This is, I think it's a high res texture. 3. Okay, yeah. And maybe make it a bit more pale. Like that. Save. I like it. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Okay. I have a couple planks that I could try to use maybe as well. What is that? Forest floor. Just like dirt. No decal. But I already was having a decal on it. It's not the greatest anyway, though. It's because there's blood on the ground. Okay, how does that look? Oh yeah, okay. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. It doesn't look like forest. It just look like shit on the ground. Just maybe cut this specularness again though. Sometimes I kind of want it, sometimes I don't. I'm not entirely sure where and what and how. They just look like shit on the ground. Too dark maybe? Yeah, maybe it's a bit too dark. What if I give it a bit of color to be more like woody? What? I think it's struggling to get it. I'll just give it a bit of already just more light like that. Looks more woodish. Yeah, I think just that is fun. Maybe a bit of pixelization. How much time? Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna cut that soon. Thank you for anyone who's watching. I know my view count has dropped so much since I'm just doing devlogs, but I do appreciate the very few of you who are watching it. I care a lot more about that than Xbox versus PlayStation. So we're at 2. Let's re-import. What the fuck? Okay, something is wrong. Okay, I see what's happening. Yeah, it's because since there's no background, let me just put a background in the back so we can see better. Like black. But there's still like no real issue. Okay. Yeah. Let's maybe chill on the lightness. Chill on the saturation. It's just hard to see, you know. Okay, so let's try maybe the level a bit then, maybe. Nothing is happening. That's crazy. Even if I push the camera, yeah. Okay, so that might be a bit more complicated than I thought. Maybe we're gonna have to keep it as is. It's just I want it to be a bit less like a black hole. Okay, yeah, whatever. I think I can work with that. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, more cracks on the wall. What do we got here? These rubbles. No. I don't think I want to put leakage here. What is that? Some rust. Oops. Maybe on the wall, maybe? Well, definitely not that big. Wait, no, the other way around. How is that next? Is it, wait. Was it the wrong? Yeah, it's just stupid So I'm assuming it's, I don't know why I hate anything that's specular, but it just gives that kind of white fade. Okay, yeah, that's it. Annoying. Oh, I think it's on the wrong side though, still. All right, there you go. It was. That looks kind of cool. I mean, why would there be rust on the wall? Because I decided if it's a boss in here or no moss. I like that moss me. I could have it maybe a bit like a lot smaller. Oops. That's on the wrong side again. I don't know, I think I like it. I think I like it. So a couple more cracks. What are these mud stains? What is that? Old book. What is that? Is it supposed to be like an old book? Looks like a rag. More than anything else. It's also on the wrong side again. Okay, yeah, I can see maybe what it is. Does it look like a book? I don't know. Not convinced yet. Real debris. Rough wooden sheet, no. Rusty debris, no. Some scrap stuff. A grid. Garbage pile. Yeah, I would need to fix it. It looks weird. Leakage. Splinters. What does that look like? I see them on the wall. It's huge. It'd be a lot smaller to even look kind of cool. Did it disappear? I think these wouldn't work maybe better on the actual wood down here though. Kind of like that. I think they would need to be edited a bit. Just to give the impression there's a splinter. Yeah, I would need to make it a bit more pale, for sure. I think I'm gonna get it here for now. That's a lot already. It's already been close to an hour and a half. Probably gonna finish a bit off camera, but that's about it. That's the new living room, new and improved version. Really, last thing I want to do though, just to soften up that fireplace light a tad. So the shadows are a bit less harsh. Oh, that's actually kind of quite nice. Maybe a bit less. Ah, that's nice. That is nice. Let's have a little tour. Full screen. So I'm gonna add some sound, obviously, on the ground. I'm gonna add some TV snow and a bit of ambience. But that's about it, folks. All right, thank you so much. Love you all, and I'm done.